Amazing Grace. There are different opinions about its origin. Some people think that it originated in Africa, and they could hear the slaves humming and singing this song. But where it really got its popularity was by a Dutchman. Some people say he was a Dutchman, some others say he was an Englishman. His name was John Newton, and he was a slave trader. And Newton had his precious cargo of slaves headed to the Americas. And the slaves would hum this song, allegedly. But whether that portion of the story is true or not, we don't really know. There are different versions of the story. But for sure, there was a great storm that surfaced on the Atlantic Ocean. Newton had his precious cargo of slaves on board, and the storm was so furious and so hard and so strong. Legend has it that they strapped him to the wheel that that guided the ship. Another account said that that didn't happen, but yet and still, Newton was the one that penned the song. And the reason why he penned the song is because they thought they would perish. So Newton stealed away to his cabin, allegedly, and when he emerged from the storm, he had amazing grace. God had touched Newton's heart while he was on the high sea of the Atlantic Ocean with his precious cargo of slaves. And if you listen to the words of the song, Amazing Grace, Amazing Grace, he thought he was going to perish, but God saved Newton and the precious cargo of slaves on the Atlantic Ocean. Newton's heart had been touched by Almighty God. Newton, when he landed in the Americas, he did not immediately stop trading slaves, but he eventually evolved into one of the greatest abolitionists of the day, simply because God had touched his heart on the mighty Atlantic Ocean with his precious cargo of slaves. So I'm going to ask Mother, as Layla called her, to sing the words of the song again, and just listen to the words, and it has meaning. And that's one of my special songs, because without Amazing Grace, the amazing grace of God, we would be nothing, because God showed his love through his amazing grace and saved us and touched us, and he still shows mercy and love towards us every day. Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
You can all sing it. Y'all join in and sing. Wait, know the words?
No, they need to concentrate. They need to listen to the words. So you can
All you have to do is close your eyes and sing.
Oops.
I was in Florida